It was a tragedy in the canyon. The NTSB is investigating what led to a helicopter to crash near Picket Post Mountain close to Superior, killing everyone on board.
My initial reaction was obviously it was devastating because I had just actually flown that area several days prior doing a power line patrol. So it was kind of heartfelt.
This story hits close to home for helicopter pilot Layton Howell.
Yeah, it's very sad, of course, and I knew the helicopter and the owner of that flew it.
In this situation, investigators believe the helicopter crashed into a recreational slackline that was hung across or near Telegraph Canyon. Slacklining is an activity that involves balancing on a narrow line, like walking on a tightrope. You can do tricks or walk from one side to the other. And in more extreme cases, cross canyons, like in this video from CBS. When these massive lines are put up, they're required to report them to the FAA, which puts out a notice to pilots about the obstacle. That was the case in this situation, but it did not prevent the crash.
They're very hard to spot.
Howell says in his experience flying low and through canyons, power lines or other lines in general can be a major threat to helicopters and tough to spot for pilots.
A power line in the air, when you're flying from the air, lines are very hard to see. In fact, sometimes they're invisible.
While notices are put up to pilots, he says doing research on the flight path can be life-saving, especially when flying in a canyon.
If I can tell the general public, it doesn't matter what canyon you fly in, doesn't matter if you're comfortable with it, doesn't matter if you've been there 20,000 times, you always have to do these recons and fly the ridge lines first to look for stuff, because normally you can always see like a tower or a pole, and you can't see the wire.
Now, this investigation is still ongoing. If you head on over to our website, azfamily.com, there you can find two statements, one from the family of the victims as well as one from the International Slacklining Association. In Phoenix, I'm Sarabia with Arizona's Family.